today we are going to be discussing a very pertinent topic where many people face so many challenges in that sector. It's so great for us to have a very great personality today for our show. And the person is no other than a very beautiful model by name Sende Cheryl. Sende Cheryl is here to tell us what we need to know about inequalities in the modeling industry and definitely strategies we can implement in order to shun such inequalities in these industries. Good afternoon, Cheryl.
Good
Nice to have
afternoon,
you
my
on board.
darling. Thank you for having me, actually.
It's so great to have you here
Oh,
because I believe in this initiative, we also act as mentors. So, in the
true.
course of mentoring everybody out there who has been faced with one inequality challenge or the other, we love to invite others who have coped in such industries to come and share their experiences and also encourage others out there, not only in the modeling sector, but in every workplace that they might find themselves.
True.
Yeah, so you're welcome on board once more. We really need to know how many years you have been in this modeling industry.
Okay, Solange, thank you for this incredible platform. But I must say, I started modeling very little. I
Wow.
was like 14 when I started, and I remember I got signed up in my first entertainment industry when I was like 15. And that's where I had all the training, I had all the practice I needed to pursue this dream and career. So I must say it's about 12 years now.
Wow,
I've
12
been in,
years.
yeah, I could
Oh,
not say it's consistent, but it's been 12 years.
okay.
There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been tears, there's been laughter, but God has been faithful.
Definitely, he is always.
God has been faithful. So I guess that's the summary of me. And this initiative you've taken is really inspiring because
Thank you.
the modeling world is, I say, gruesome because competitiveness, all of that, you just have to brace up yourself for all the difficulties that will come your way. So
Okay.
thank you for this platform once more.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
But no, thank
Actually,
you.
really, it means there are actually difficulties while penetrating in this
A whole lot.
industry.
A whole lot. You don't want
Okay.
to imagine.
So, getting into this industry, was it because you saw it as a lucrative industry, or it is your passion, or you just saw it as a career to pursue?
You know, there are a lot of factors that inspire people to pursue a career.
Of course.
But with modeling, to me, it's been like inborn. You know, some
Wow.
people are born with certain things, certain talents, and I think I was born with creativity. Like I'm one person that my mind can travel the world. So modeling to me was passion, was being able to travel the world and experience new cultures.
Yeah.
It was being able to express myself with fabrics and artistry.
Okay.
So that was just it for me. And the lucrativeness of being a model, honestly speaking, I used to say modeling is not for Cameroon. Why?
Ah.
Because it's a place where Cameroon is a place where it could easily kill dreams. You need to be extremely powerful and courageous to stick to one thing in Cameroon. Most Cameroonians can do a lot of things. Why? Because what they were born with, they tried venturing in it and it didn't really succeed. So they decided to do other things. Why am
Okay.
I saying so? Most people know modeling at the Western world is better. You see, out of Africa, let me say, for example,
Okay.
modeling is a whole full time job. But here in Cameroon, if you want to really consider modeling as a full time job, trust me, you'll go hungry some days. You go hungry some days, and other days you will lavish in wealth and all of that. So it's a part time kind of thing now.
Okay.
So people who were pursuing this dream as full-fledged career, it will take you a lot of consistency, courage, and I don't know, you really have to be just steady in the passion because you could break.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Nothing.
But a quick one. I just want to find out, Is it, if I wake up one day and I decide that I want to concentrate on modeling
Yeah.
and take it up as a career,
Yeah.
does it mean at the end of the day I won't really be able to meet up to my needs, my material and financial needs, following just that path as a career?
That for my basis is my experience. It was
Okay.
my point of view and
All
what
right.
I had experienced.
Okay.
But you can testify that nowadays it's not the same thing. Like there are a lot of platforms, there's digital marketing, there's social media, there's all of those
Yeah.
that can actually let models be models. You can
That's
actually
right.
be a model by yourself these days. But before you needed someone to hold your hand. Till now you need someone, but at least you can get exposure by yourself, you, your camera, and your artistry.
Wow.
So I must say that things have changed and they have changed a great deal. And that is what we can thank God for growth.
And that is what I am also thankful for, because now there are so many people out there who still think you can still make it by someone holding your
Holding your
hand. And
hand.
that is why we are happy to have you here, because in the course of our show, we are going to get from you how we can do it on our own without
Yes.
necessarily depending on someone.
That's true.
But we are not saying that it is wrong for us to depend on someone, because there are mentors out there. There are people who have experience out there more than we do. So it's quite necessary for us to always also get to a mentor. But why getting to a mentor to hold your hand or someone to take you to the next level? Why not start by doing it on your own? And definitely with time, you meet the mentor. It will still be a good thing. Okay, Cheryl,
Yes.
now that you have had so much experience in
Yeah.
the modeling industry, and from the look of things, you're doing so well in the industry,
Thank
I really wish to find out if you can just give us a brief of your experiences
you.
while
Okay.
in the industry, your personal experiences while in the industry.
Okay. Um, the truth is, there's been dark experiences and there's been a lot of bright experiences. So because it's a passion and you want to so realize your passion and dreams to reality, you let go of those dark sides and focus on the bright sides.
Definitely.
And whatever I say to myself is always consider that it's your dream. It's not another person's dream. So they
Okay,
wouldn't understand. You understand?
of course.
Because I want to be a model, I cannot explain to you that no, leave what you're doing and be a model. Even if I explain it as much as I can, you wouldn't. So because it's yours, work towards it. Make the world see that that's what you love. That's what you want to do. So
Okay.
just prove it to them that you can do this and you're up to the task. And what I want to say is don't let a bad experience decipher on your dreams. One obstacle shouldn't stop you. And what I should say is in anything in this life, what I've noticed is whatever you want to do in this world, as long as you're consistent to it, you pray about it, you pray about it, consistency, prayer, and steadiness. Steadiness is if you are sick, if you don't have money, you have money, you should be steady. Trust me, anything you put your mind to will work. Will work. And don't expect to just get there just like that. It takes little steps, creeping before walking, before flying. And from my experiences, walk with the right people. Don't rush it.
Okay.
When you started, you just want to be a star, you just want to be all of that. Personally, I'm not a social media person. Cheryl, I'm such a walking contradiction. I want to be all those great things, but yet I don't want to be seen. Yes, truly, because with what I've done, the things I've achieved in modeling are things that if I had that media feeling, I would have done a lot
Okay.
online. But I like my serenity. I like doing what I'm doing. It should be good, it should be great, but it should not be for them to see and criticize and for them to see and appreciate. It's me. That's it. That's what I can say.
That's actually a good one, because I quite remember someone told me years ago that if you are doing something for others, you will never do it right.
Yeah, you
But if
wouldn't.
you are doing it for yourself, no matter the circumstances, the bad days, the good
Good
days, you
days.
still keep going ahead.
That's true. Very right.
Wow, that is great. Now, you just recently got a very huge award,
I'm telling you.
Missouri, Africa.
Zuri Africa, I'm telling you.
It was actually a huge award because, in fact, it was all over the media. Getting there, when we sit out there and we look at it, we definitely know that it was not just for you to take a step and get to the top.
Yes, it wasn't.
So in the course of it, I definitely know that in one way or the other, from everything you have said so far, you have experienced cases of bias and inequalities in your journey so far. So getting to that top, how did you do to cope with such bias, such inequalities? What
Okay.
were some of the strategies you implemented on yourself to make it work?
Okay. First, they say everybody has insecurities, right?
Definitely.
So my trick is jot down your insecurities and use them as your strength. The only thing that makes you different from me is those insecurities.
Okay.
That's the truth. So you being timid or shy about those insecurities will not take you anywhere. That's the first thing. In the modeling world, you should be comfortable with your skin. You should be comfortable with your mind.
Okay.
Because people are out there to break you for a living. They're actually in their houses to just break you, finish. So Zuri actually came in when I wasn't really into modeling. I hadn't trained for like 6 months. Right now, I'm working, and my job is really demanding. To be in
Okay.
the finance, it's really tough. The finance sector is tough and it's time consuming. So I didn't have time for training. The Zuri thing came out of a competition I had won 2017.
Wow.
Truly, Miss Holiday Northwest, I'm sure I was first runner up in that competition. And they were saying, Cameroon, there's always these promises that they never fulfill. So one of the promises was, I will work for them for life. I was like, work for you? Work for life? How is that possible when I'm when I'm not seeing some cash? And just like that, boom, I was called. And that happened. I just said yes. I was in the middle of my job. I took a permission for my job and I was like, let me try this. Traveling out of this country for a competition, at least it'll be different from the notion of Cameroon, because Cameroon, I bet you there's a lot of politics, a lot of corruption in this modeling thing. Is far from passion. Passion is just a bit.
Okay.
So in the Zuri part, I was just telling you before they started that it took a lot. You meet extremely beautiful women, talented women from all over Africa. You're just like, what do I have? What can I give that will make me stand out? I use the insecurities. And what I can say is it doesn't take a day. It took a lot. Hard work, passion, determination, and all of that. And truth be told, I just really think there's still more. There's still more I could get. There's still more I could do to just keep pursuing this dream and aspiration of mine. And for the inequality aspect, modeling is one sector of entertainment that is biased a lot. You see the way, let me look for a very easy example, practical example. Okay, you see the way a mechanic, for example.
Okay.
To be a mechanic, it's historically it has always been men being mechanics.
Yeah.
So imagine being a woman as a mechanic. You have very, very few customers because they will not trust you enough because of your gender. Imagine having a car and you have to go back to a woman. You will turn. You will tell say, no, I need a man because it's the man that can do this.
Okay.
So modeling is more not just for men.
Wow.
For men.
This is interesting.
Really, it's different here. This sector is very different. So men are the ones not well treated in the modeling world because it has always been a woman's thing. In the competition, if many women stand and men stand, they will prefer women. Women are sensual, women are the way they are, the way God did for us. So many people will prefer a woman to advertise their brand because of their sensuality. than a man. But we thank God for innovation and many competitions. If before I could go for more than 12 competitions in a year, and very few will have Miss
Men.
and Mister.
Okay.
So most of them is Miss this, Miss that, Miss World, Miss. There's hardly Mister. It's of recent, like in the past 6 years, that there's been a lot of competitions for men. And I think the more it's evolving, the more people are getting better at what they do, the passion is getting wilder, it's nice. For example, typically, let me ask you, if you give birth to a man and and your son comes to you that want to become a model, you'll be like, with all these professions out here, you decide to wear your waist on stage, you a man, you understand? So it's that stigmatization and all of that that really makes men, it makes men not up to the standard for this particular domain. So I guess they face more inequality than women. For we women, the inequality cannot be that much because it's actually competition between you and a fellow woman. So it's not really that.
Wow.
It's not really that. I know it's new, it's
Indeed,
strange.
it's really strange. It's really strange
It's not
because
really that.
women are always considered the
The
vulnerable
vulnerable.
type, the vulnerable populations,
Yeah.
and in every industry, they're always seeing women as women are suffering, oh, women are suffering, oh. But it's quite interesting to get it that in the modeling sector,
Yeah.
men are the ones who face more of the inequalities.
They do.
But definitely, I believe that if a man can advertise a brand,
Yeah.
it's still going to work out
Of course.
because there are so many men out there
So
that
many.
wish to be models, and there are so many men out there who wishes to see their fellow men advertise that brand.
That's true.
For example, just want to take a case. Imagine that a man is advertising a body lotion that is made meant for men, and at the end of the day, we would discover that more men will rush for that body lotion.
Of course.
So in the course of being biased for men in the modeling sector and thinking that women are supposed to be the face of the modeling industry,
Yeah.
I just think it's quite like the modeling sector is missing out.
It's not.
That's what
It's
I
not
think.
missing out. But the truth is, as he said, it's actually innovating. Like there are many brands now. We see Dior, we see Nivea, for example, male
Okay.
Nivea. There are a lot of things that men advertise. Boxers, they advertise good things that women can never come close to. So, but this idea was that it's before. That stigmatization was before. I guess it's even part of this modeling thing that made some men transgender and all of that because they want to fit in. I'm telling you, there are some
Wow.
men, for a personal experience, when I was like 18, 17, when I was 17, went for a competition and it was both male and female. I noticed I was there with a male friend and he really did good. He's always very good. And I noticed that after failing that particular competition, when we are not chosen for something, we'll likely say no, it was biased, it was
Yeah.
corrupt, no, they already had their people. We had all those words. Like we have all those words to console us and our failure. But with him, he was always like, no, you have to do more as a man, you have to be different. I'm like, no. Like 2 years later, I stumble on this same male friend who is still in modeling, and I see him with drawn eyes. He's acting all
Oh, girly.
gayish, girlish. He just said it's not really accepted in Cameroon. But you can see all over him that he has actually become soft to be more closer to a woman's domain because they think that if you could become that, you have more opportunities. But anyway, it is what it is in this world nowadays.
It is what it is, really. We
Yeah.
just have to make the choices we think are convenient for us.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, looking at modeling, inequalities, striving to the top, I believe that there are still people out there, like I said before, who really wish to be in this sector.
Yeah.
And having you on board, I just want to find out, definitely on behalf of the people out there, if you can willingly take up a mentorship program, giving you many years of experience to mentor and empower our models out there, aspiring models, and definitely even models who gave up on the way because of the issues of inequalities, bias in the industry.
Of course, yes.
Wow.
I was I was always looking at myself like sometimes a mentor does not have to be a success story.
But you are a success story.
Yeah, I could be, but I'm saying that sometimes a mentor does not necessarily have to be a success story. It could be someone who had a dream, worked hard towards a dream, and the dream never materialized. Then later picked up someone who has that same kind of dream, then pushes the person to the
To the
top.
top. Wow.
Because if you're a mentor towards someone and the person succeeds, it's not only that person's victory is yours as well, because you're like, I did something good. I did help someone grow up to that level where they are at. So there's some level of fulfillment. Why not? Mentorship for this. I always have time. Anybody that is my friend, ask them. They will tell you that every time I have the chance, I teach them how to catwalk.
I'll
Most of my
definitely
friends,
enroll.
I teach them like regularly. When you are by me, you should always be ready to wear high shoes. It's like inborn for me. You should be ready.
Okay.
I'm a very tall girl, but I'm never with low shoes. Never. So my friends are always ready for me. So when you have a passion, you always have that zeal to transmit it to other people. And why not? And the one thing that I'm sure if I'm to do a mentoring is not only tell you about your passion and train you on your passion, how to pose, how to catwalk. No, I'll do that, but I'll most especially focus on the financial part of it.
Okay.
Why? Because most times people feel like being a model is for the glam. It's for the I want many beautiful pictures online. I want people to like and say, oh, she's pretty, like and share and have whatever you want to have. But media glam, that's what you're looking for. But for me, modeling should be more, it's a passion. So passion has to be effort and resources. You should bring out money from that passion. You're doing what you love, money should come
Should
out
come
from
in.
it. So I cannot count the amount of videos that are supposed to be a vixen in, and just because of the amount, I'll just be like, hey, "Thank you, bro. I'm no one. I know I'm no one, but I need money to
You have
do
to
that
eat
thing."
something.
So, and most times, people around me will go and do it. Before modeling, it doesn't pay, but people go there. Okay, at least it's a video. They'll show me on Sierra TV or whatever channel Trace, and I'll be famous. It wasn't like that for me. It was a passion, but I needed money. So the good part is mentoring will be, baby girl, you have talent, you have beauty, you have patience, you have perseverance, so you should make money out of that. That would be me.
Wow, that is great. I will wish to find out. Can you suggest some further strategies or policies where the modeling industry can implement in order to close the gap of these inequalities?
I would start by saying anybody who is aspiring to be a model, it's not the same for everybody. That's one. Some people have it easy. Some people go through the baptism of fire to get through it. But you should know that whatever experience you get towards getting to your dreams, whatever it is, modeling whatever it is, you should know your experiences should not describe your worth.
Okay.
Before being anything you are a human being, and you have your passion, you have your aspirations, which it's the circumstances of life that push you or pull you down. So the strategies to implement in this country, my beloved Cameroon, because really, I would tell you, from me to you, it's tough. It's really tough. Like I've not seen anybody in the modeling industry that is just a model in this Cameroon.
Okay.
Most are models and something. Most are actresses. You just be in the entertainment world. You're just model, actress, singer, everything. You're just there.
Okay.
But to be just one thing, it will take a lot. And we cannot keep calling on the government. We cannot keep calling. We should call on people who have been there in modeling. They should try to come as a conglomerate. Not really, but they should try to come together. That okay, we've made it, we've seen it. We should try to be better. We should try to create a platform that the people coming, the generation coming behind us, should have it easy.
Okay.
Before the Western world is the Western world in entertainment, it took other people to go through difficulty for them to create a smooth path for the rest.
Okay.
So for me, is we should have more industries that are models who have created it. Because the industries we have right now are people who are hungry and they need models to feed on. They use your
With
talent
less
to
experience,
with
I
less
guess.
experience in the
Okay.
modeling sector. You see, somebody is broke, he just wants to open something and has beautiful women. He knows that from the beautiful women, he will have money, he will have contacts, he will have men that will support. That should not be the idea. The idea should be ladies who have been models for years. They open, like you were talking about mentoring, open a mentoring center, whatever, train models, create platforms for them,
Okay.
show them how what their media can do for them. Just show them that like you have the passion, train on it, use your media wisely. And I must say, those starting, please talk to trusted people that are up there to protect them and be like, this is a path, try to follow.
Oh, thank you very much. So, my lovelies out there, as you heard from our mentor, because definitely this is our mentor just made us to understand that for you to venture into the modeling sector, you have to try as much as possible to be diverse. You don't have to concentrate only on modeling in order to have food on your table. Because if you concentrate only on modeling, in the course of facing some inequalities, you might give up so soon. But empowering yourself in other sectors is going to actually help you as much as possible for you to climb that ladder. So if you are aspiring to be a model or you are already a model and you think that modeling has been unfair to you, I think you have to have a rethink. First, you go for mentoring. Secondly, you look for a side hustle. And definitely, we are going to see you on other platforms, just like we saw Cheryl on Missouri, Africa.
That's true.
So, Cheryl, any last words for our models, our aspiring models out there?
Yes, of course. Remember, you are beautiful. Remember, you were created by God. So who else can tell you anything? Nobody. So focus on what you love, pursue your dreams, and remember you are a plus in this world and not a minus. Never will be a minus. So get comfortable in your skin, get comfortable in your aspirations, and be
Okay.
confident because this modeling world is for the courageous. So you should be courageous and be proud.
Which I definitely believe everybody that is out there has an aspect of courage in one way or the other.
True.
So giving up should never be an option. Cheryl,
Yes.
remember you promised to share your details so that our
Yeah,
aspiring models out there can get to you
that's
and
true.
talk on how you can help mentor them.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much for having me.
Same here. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. So, my dears, we are going to definitely share the details of Cheryl in the comment section. So, watch out and stay glued to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment. And don't forget to subscribe so that subsequent sessions will pop up at your notification panel in your phones, your laptops, and every gadget you are using. And also, if you wish to come for an interview or you wish to have something that is going to help empower everyone that is out there, you can always get to us even through the comment section and we are going to get back to you. If you also wish to bring up a topic of discussion or you wish to bring up a topic that you need clarifications, you need to bring up a topic that you need that someone needs to listen to empower that person in one way or the other, you can definitely get to us in the comment section. After the indication, we are definitely going to get to you. Thank you and catch you in the next video.